Clint Eastwood was born on May 31st, 1930, in San Francisco, growing up during a time when much of the world was still finding its footing after economic hardship. His early years were shaped by simplicity and movement, as his family relocated, often in search of stability. Those experiences quietly built a sense of independence in him, something that would later define both his personality and his on-screen characters. Before stepping into acting, he worked a variety of everyday jobs, gaining a grounded perspective on life outside of Hollywood. These early chapters didn't point directly toward stardom, but they gave him something more valuable: a steady resilience and a practical outlook that would guide him through the unpredictable nature of the entertainment industry. Finding a foothold in television. Eastwood's first real step into the spotlight came with the television series Rawhide, where he played Rowdy Yates. The show gave him consistency and exposure, helping audiences become familiar with his quiet yet commanding presence. Unlike many actors who relied on dramatic flair, Eastwood's style was restrained, almost understated, which made it feel authentic. Week after week, he developed not just his craft, but also a sense of discipline that television demands. Long shooting schedules and evolving storylines taught him patience and focus. This period of his life often goes underappreciated, yet it was essential. It allowed him to grow steadily, learning how to hold attention without overstatement, and preparing him for the much larger opportunities that would soon come his way. A breakthrough across borders. The turning point in Eastwood's career arrived when he collaborated with Sergio Leone, stepping into a new kind of storytelling through westerns that felt raw and unconventional. Films like The Good, the Bad, and the Ugly introduced audiences to a character who spoke little but expressed everything through presence. These stories didn't rely on traditional heroes or clear moral lines. They explored ambiguity, survival, and personal codes of justice. Eastwood's portrayal became instantly recognizable, with his calm demeanor and piercing gaze creating a lasting impression. This phase didn't just elevate his career, it reshaped the Western genre itself. What made it powerful was its simplicity: less dialogue, more meaning, and a tone that felt grounded rather than theatrical. Reinventing the modern hero. As the years progressed, Eastwood transitioned into roles that reflected a changing society. His portrayal of Harry Callahan in the Dirty Harry series introduced audiences to a different kind of protagonist, one shaped by complexity rather than perfection. The character operated in a world where decisions were rarely easy, and consequences were always close behind. Eastwood brought a sense of realism to the role, capturing the tension of a society grappling with questions of justice and responsibility. His performance resonated because it didn't try to simplify those questions. Instead, it allowed viewers to sit with them. This period marked a shift in his career, showing that he could adapt to new narratives while maintaining the authenticity that had always set him apart. Stepping behind the camera. Rather than staying confined to acting, Eastwood gradually moved into directing, beginning with Play Misty for Me. This transition revealed another dimension of his creativity. As a director, he favored a style that was efficient and focused, allowing stories to unfold naturally, without unnecessary embellishment. His films often centered on characters navigating personal struggles, giving them space to feel real and relatable. Over time, his confidence behind the camera grew, and so did the depth of his storytelling. He approached filmmaking with the same discipline he had developed over the years, trusting simplicity over spectacle. This shift allowed him to shape narratives more fully, turning his vision into something cohesive and deeply personal. A defining moment with Unforgiven. One of the most significant milestones in Eastwood's career came with Unforgiven, a film that re-examined the very genre that had helped make him famous. Instead of glorifying the Western hero, it explored the cost of violence and the weight of past choices. The story felt reflective, almost introspective, as if Eastwood himself was looking back on the roles that had defined him. The film's success, both critically and commercially, confirmed his growth as a filmmaker. It showed that he could take familiar themes and reshape them into something more thoughtful and layered. This wasn't just another Western. It was a statement about change, maturity, and the complexity of human nature. Storytelling in later years. Even as he moved into later stages of his career, Eastwood continued to tell stories that felt relevant and grounded. Films like Million Dollar Baby and Gran Torino explored themes of connection, loss, and redemption. There's a quiet honesty in these works, a willingness to sit with difficult emotions rather than avoid them. His storytelling became more reflective, focusing less on action and more on relationships and personal growth. Audiences connected with these films because they felt sincere. Eastwood didn't try to keep up with trends. Instead, he stayed true to his voice, allowing his work to evolve naturally. This consistency is part of what has kept his career so enduring and respected. A life beyond film. Outside of cinema, Eastwood has explored other interests that reflect his creative and independent nature. He has composed music for several of his films, adding another layer to his storytelling. His involvement in community life, including serving as mayor of Carmel by the Sea, showed a different side of him, one focused on leadership and local engagement. These pursuits reveal a person who values balance, someone who sees life as more than just a career. His ability to move between creative work and real-world responsibilities speaks to his adaptability. It also highlights a grounded perspective, one that remains connected to everyday experiences despite decades of success. Personal life with perspective. Like many individuals who spend their lives in the public eye, Eastwood's personal journey has included moments of complexity and growth. Relationships, family, and the demands of a long career have all played a role in shaping his experiences. Rather than defining him, these aspects of his life add depth to his story. They reflect the reality that behind every public figure is a person navigating choices, responsibilities, and change. Over time, Eastwood has maintained a sense of privacy, allowing his work to speak louder than his personal narrative. This approach has helped him stay focused on what matters most to him, keeping his attention on creativity and purpose rather than public perception. Influence on cinema and culture. Eastwood's impact on film extends far beyond his individual performances. His approach to storytelling, simple, direct, and emotionally grounded, has influenced generations of filmmakers. He has shown that powerful stories don't need excess to be meaningful. Instead, they require clarity, honesty, and a strong sense of character. His work often reflects broader themes of resilience, responsibility, and the search for meaning, making it resonate across different audiences. Over time, he has become a symbol of consistency in an industry that is constantly changing. His influence isn't just seen in films, but in the way stories are told, proving that authenticity remains one of the most enduring qualities in art. An enduring legacy. Looking at Clint Eastwood's journey as a whole, what stands out is his ability to evolve without losing his core identity. From his early days in television to his work as an acclaimed director, he has continued to grow while staying grounded in his values. His career reflects persistence, adaptability, and a deep understanding of storytelling. Even after decades in the industry, his work carries a sense of purpose that feels genuine and considered. He remains a figure who inspires not just through achievement, but through the way he approaches his craft. In the end, his legacy is not only about the films he has made, but about the steady, thoughtful path he has followed throughout his life.